Shalom. I'd like to give all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, and double honors to the apostles and elders of GMS that taught us His word. I just wanted to get into, the kingdom, another topic of future prophecies, the kingdom and the future rulership of the elect, Most High's elected men. Because when the Most High's elect gets beamed up after America's destroyed, they're going to basically inherit the planet Earth and be heads over the heathen. That rulership, that kingdom, that's coming. The first scripture is Psalms 18 and 40. Thou hast also given me the necks of thine enemies, that I might destroy them that hate me. And all these other nations hate us. They all are confederate, against the men of Israel, the true men of Israel. They cried, but there was none to save them, even unto the Lord, but He answered them not. Because the Most High Yahweh Bahashem Yahushai, He's not dealing with these other nations, man. They can cry on to Him all they want, but He's not going to deal with them in that day. Then did I beat them small as the dust before the wind. I did cast them out as the dirt in the streets. Thou hast delivered me from the strivings of the people, and Thou hast made me the head of the heathen. A people whom I have not known shall serve me. That's coming back again. The time of David, he conquered all the nations in his day. And that's going to happen again. These nations they're gonna serve us, man. Yeah, if you look up that word heathen, the word there is Gawaya or Gawayam. The Goyim, the Khazars, they say Goyim. What is it, Gawaya? It means nation, people, usually of non-Hebrew people. Nations, basically non-Hebrew Israelite people. That's what it is. All the other nations that's not of Israel is a Gawayam. The next scripture I want to get is Psalms 149 and 4. For the Lord, the Most High Yahweh, taketh pleasure in His people. He will beautify the meek with salvation. Who's the meek? That's the 1/3. The humble. The humble, righteous man. That's out there, doing the work. That believes and has faith in the Most High and His Son Yahushai. That's going to deliver us in that day. Let the saints be joyful in glory. Let them sing aloud upon their beds. Let the high praises of the Most High be in their mouth, and a two-edged sword in their hand, to execute vengeance upon the heathen, and punishments upon the people, to bind their kings with chains, and their nobles with fetters of iron. That's what's going to happen. When the elect gets beamed down from the ships, they're going to go around to all the nations and bind up the kings with chains and iron, fetters of iron, and toss them into slavery, man. Right now, the kings are, the elites, the bankers, those ones they're the real ones that run the planet, top 13 banking families, the elites. The next scripture is Isaiah 14 and 1. For the Lord Yahweh will have mercy on Jacob, and will yet choose Israel, and set them in their own land, and the strangers shall be joined with them, and they shall cleave to the house of Jacob. Not strangers, that's not talking about, the other nation, that's talking about, the Israelite foreigners, you know, the Israelite foreigners. And the people shall take them and bring them to their place, and the house of Israel shall possess them in the land of the Most High for servants and handmaidens, and they shall take them captives, whose captives they were, and they shall rule over their oppressors. So right here, that proves, that's not talking about, the strangers, the Israelite foreigners, or, Israelites that were mixed and mingled among the people, because you are who your father is. I mean, if your father looks like, another nation, but his line goes back to Israel, his seed is an Israelite, and those people are going to come and cleave to the house of Jacob. And it says right here, and they shall take them captives, whose captives they were. So, that's talking about the actual other nations, man. Because we were in slavery under all people, under all nations, had us in slavery at one point or another. And they shall rule over their oppressors. Just one more scripture, Psalms 2:8, ask of me, and I shall give thee the heathen for thine inheritance, and the uttermost parts of the earth for thy possession. Yeah, that's slavery, man. Ask the Most High, give the heathen for thine inheritance, and the uttermost parts of the earth for thy possession. Rulership over the whole land, of the whole earth. So yeah, it says, the strangers shall be joined with them. So, it's not talking about the other nations, the heathen, the Gawayum, talking to the Israelite foreigners. So yeah, I got this little article right here from technologyreview.com. Just another example as to why we have to put these other nations in captivity and kind of rule over them, because of the things that they do. They do this type of this wickedness right here. GMO babies now. They have the GMO food, genetically modified organisms in the food. The pollution, the air's polluted, the water's polluted. The customs of people, man, it's outrageous, man. They need to be controlled. They need to be ruled over. But yeah, this is from technologyreview.com. First human embryos edited in the U.S. Researchers have demonstrated they can efficiently improve the DNA of human embryos. Trying to be like the Most High, The first known attempt at creating genetically modified human embryos in the United States has been carried out by a team of researchers in Portland, Oregon, MIT Technology Review has learned. The effort, led by Shalkrat Medlyatopov of Oregon Health and Science University, involved changing the DNA of a large number of one-cell embryos with the gene-edited technique CRISPR or CRISPR. According to the people familiar with the scientific results, until now, American scientists have watched with a combine of awe, envy, and some alarm as scientists elsewhere were first to explore the controversial practice. To date, 3 previous reports of editing human embryos were all published by scientists in China. So yeah, the Chinese are doing this. The Americans, they're doing this. Each land has their own wickedness that they're doing. Vain customs of the heathen. They got the Africans. They circumcise their women. The Moabites. They eat rats and babies and all that. These people got to be ruled over, man. And we just gotta wait until that day. The door and the truth. Just keep pushing on in this truth. So that's all I got for now. Shalom.